Okay, how to derive the circle equation. I I can give you um, just give you the formula for a circle equation, but it's kind of cool to derive it. So let's say we had a circle on an xy plane, and I've just kind of there's your y axis and there's your x axis, and let's just put a circle out here that's centered maybe here, and I'm going to try to rough sketch a circle here. So that's not bad. I've done better. And so let's call this center point HK, just just to call it something. So we went to the right H and we went up K and we plotted a point. And then we made a radius of some length. Oh, let's call it R for radius. And it touches the circle at XY. Okay. Anywhere on the circle. You could draw it anywhere. And so, this point over there is X to the right and Y up. And it's on the circle. Okay, so with that in mind, and we know the distance formula that's derived from Pythagorean theorem. Let's use the distance formula on that to find the radius. So we know the distance formula is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay. So let's plug in what we have for info and see what happens. So we know one of our points is x and y and our other point is h and k. So we'll start with x and y for our x2 and y2. So our distance equals the square root of x minus h squared plus y minus k squared. And then, like we've been solving those radical equations, we need to square both sides to eliminate the radical. And now, lo and behold, we have d squared, or excuse me, and I screwed up. One more time, I messed up. I should have plugged in, we know the distance between the two, is r. That's the distance between the 2 points. So instead of d for distance, we need an r there for radius. And so when you plug in the radius, you got radius squared equals exponent and your radical are inverses of each other. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared. And here we have it. We have the formula for any circle. Where the center of the circle is h and k, and the radius of the circle is equal to the square root of r squared, which is r. Okay, so let me give you some examples of that. So here's an example. Find the standard form of the equation of a circle that has a center of -4, -2, and contains the point P, -1, 2. So when you do this problem, we know an equation of a circle in standard form, and I'll give you the standard form and the general form here in a second, but x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. And so h and k are the centers. So we have the center, it's -4, 2. And so we'll plug that in. So we'd have x minus a -4 squared plus y minus a -2 squared equals, and now we need an r for the radius, an r squared. Well, that's the distance between the 2 points. And I do have the 2 points plotted here in GeoGebra, so you can see that. So we've got C and P for the center and our outside of our circle. And And actually in GeoGebra, we can go ahead and just, you know, it'll actually find it for us. So there's C, there's P, and it and if you see there, I'll drag it out. Right there is the equation of our circle that we should come up with. So we should come up with 25 for r squared. And so I'll just show you how to do that. And so with r squared, you'd need the distance formula to find the radius. And so distance formula, d, or in our case, we'll use r, is equal to the square root of negative 4 minus a negative 1 squared plus negative 2 minus 2 squared. And you just solve that down. So the square root 4, negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3 squared plus negative 4 squared. And you just keep on working your way down. And so that would be the square root of 9 plus 16, which is the square root of 25. Yeah, but we need r squared, so you square both sides. And so we know that's 25. So we go back up to our formula. We know this is 25. And we can simplify. Minus and minus is plus, minus minus plus. So just like it found in GeoGebra, x plus 4 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 25. Okay? And that's pretty much it for that part. Now there's one more example we'll do, so I'll hit pause one last time and show you the completing the square example. And so in here I give you an example of, sorry about the moving it on you. Here I give you an example of a general form of a circle. And I know it's a circle just by the first two terms. We've got x squared plus y squared. So that's the key to it being a circle. So what we're going to do to find the equation of this is to complete the square on it. So I'm going to get my x terms together. So x squared minus 6x. Leave a little spot so we can complete the square. Plus y squared plus 4y. And that equals 3. Okay. So when you do this, you divide your middle term by 2 and square it. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. Off to the side here, it's negative 6. Doesn't really matter because I'm going to square it anyway. And that's 9. So I'm going to add 9 to the side. Whatever you do to the right side, you do to the or left side, you do to the right side. So we're going to also add 9 over here. And then also complete the square on the y. So 4 divided by 2 squared is 2. 2 squared is 4. So you're going to add 4 to both sides over here. And what that allowed us to do is factor this. So this factors to x minus 3, which is x minus 3 squared. This factors to y plus 2 times y plus 2, so that's y plus 2 squared. And this adds together to, so we got 12, 13, 14, 15, we got 16. And so that's the equation of our circle. Now you could actually just type that into the input function into GeoGebra and it'll give you that circle. But we know the center of this circle, C we'll call it, is positive 3 because you change your signs coming out of the parentheses, negative 2, and our radius of this circle is 4. So that's how you find the center and radius. It also gives you kind of a handle on this whole idea of general form, which is this piece right here. And to get that, if you wanted to get back to general form, I mean we have it, but you would just square this, and move your 16 left. Combine anything you can combine, and you would have it back to general form. So that's pretty much everything you need to know about a circle in a 10-minute video. So best of luck. Hope this helps. Later.